Hey there folks, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. Thank you very much for tuning in for this review of the Anker PowerCore 10000mAh battery bank with Quick Charge 3.0 technology. Go ahead and get comfortable. Let's take a look at this now. So folks, here it is. This is the box that it comes in. I will do a very quick unboxing for you so we can get straight to the review. As you can see here, this is going to be a small form factor battery bank. And for the amount of power which it offers you, it is definitely small. Right here is the battery bank itself. Check that out. That's pretty impressive for 10,000 milliamps. It's about the same size as a pack of playing cards. Inside of this, you receive a mesh carry bag, which I've used a lot, as you can see. You also get a very inexpensive, very cheap micro USB to USB cable. I do like these little mesh bags though. You don't have to use them just for your battery bank. You can use them for lots of different purposes. So here you go. This is the battery pack, the PowerCore with the Quick Charge 3.0 technology. Now the Quick Charge technology involves the Qualcom Quick Charge technology, which is typical in Android phones. You will not see that technology in Apple phones. So essentially what the Quick Charge technology does is it allows you to charge your device, if it's compatible with this, to charge extremely fast. In about 15 minutes, you can gain over 50% in charge. So that's very impressive. Lightweight, 6.7 ounces. That's not bad for 10,000 milliamps. This is made from plastic, clamshell design, 2 pieces, right? It feels somewhat cheap. I mean, it is plastic, polycarbonate, but it's not terrible by any means. Going over the functions and features, very limited here. You have a button right here on the top, and when you press that, let's see, you can see the battery level indicator right there. On the top, you have a port for charging, micro USB, and then right here you have the Quick Charge port. All right, folks, before I get to the review for this battery bank, there's something I want to complain about to Anker. Now, when I decided to do this review, I went online to check the current price so I can give it to you all. I did a search for this model right here. I did a search for Anker PowerCore 10000, and it brought up 4 different listings, which seemed to be virtually the same. The differences were the price. Each one had a different price, and it confused me. I started going through each of the listings, and I didn't see any differences right off. And eventually, I noticed that each one is slightly different, even though they're basically titled the exact same thing. Anker PowerCore 10000. Some say with Quick Charge 3.0, some don't. There's at least four different versions of this battery bank right here, all being offered by Anker. Each listing is very confusing as to what it offers and what makes it different from each one, right? The model number for this battery bank right here is A1264011. So if you decide that this is the battery bank for you, you need to go online and make sure to look through each listing on Amazon and find the right one. What Anker needs to do is to distinguish each model from each other. They don't need to use all the same images and stuff like that. It's extremely confusing. So with the different models out there, like I said, some of them have the Quick Charge technology, some do not. And what those differences are between all of those other models, I'm not sure. You would have to really go through them with a fine-tooth comb. You might even have to contact the company to find out what the differences are. So yeah, Anker, please do a better job of separating your products, because they don't all need to have the exact same title, the exact same information, the exact same pictures, and then only with little snippets being different. It's very, very confusing. For this model right here, which features the Quick Charge Qualcomm technology, this runs $36. You can find versions of this which do not have that Quick Charge technology for less than $30. Some are $25, $29, stuff like that. For $36, you are getting a very impressive battery bank. I mean, it really is. It's about the size of a pack of playing cards. Anker says it's the size of a credit card. Not really, when you flip it to its side, right? This dimension Possibly. If this was my company, my product, I would say the size of a pack of playing cards. It's a little bit more honest, right? With all the nitpicking put to the side there, I have to say that this is a great performer. With my iPhone 6S, it was able to charge it 4 times. Very, very impressive. My son, he has an Android phone, and we were able to use the quick charge technology, and it's blazing fast. I mean, it really is. I wish my iPhone would charge that quickly. I mean, over 50% jump in power in about 15 minutes. That's amazing. It really is. With that being said, if you have a phone that is compatible with this technology here, it is awesome. If you have an iPhone, don't spend the extra money and get this version here. Go down to a different model that doesn't have the quick charge and save yourself some money, because your iPhone will not charge any faster on this one than it does the other one. When it comes to charging this from dead, this will take roughly 9 to 10 hours. It will take a long time. But this form factor, it's lightweight. You can throw this inside of your backpack. You can go out backpacking, keep it inside of your car if you have an old vehicle that doesn't allow you to charge your phone. You know, if you need power during the day while you're at work, so on. This is a really, really good option. You could throw this inside of a pocket in your jacket here. Not going to notice it. You could throw it inside of your pocket in your pants. You will know that it's there, but it's not going to pull your pants down by any means. Throw it inside of your backpack. You're not going to notice at all. So far with my testing, there are no issues to complain about. As you can see here, it only has 1 charging port. I suppose I can complain that there's not 2, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal for me personally. So let's sum up this review. Let's start with price. Very comparable to other battery banks on the market. Much smaller. Great performance all around. When it comes to charging, it does a good job. It does what it's supposed to do. It has all the protection that you would expect in a battery bank built in, so you don't have to worry about voltage, surges, temperature, any of that stuff. It's got you covered. With the case, it scratches very, very easy. I'm not rough on my gear, but this thing is scratched all to you-know-what. And that's just from having it inside of my backpack, in my pocket, in my truck seat. Yeah, so, you know, if you care about looks, if you care about it getting scratched, I wouldn't recommend it, because this thing will scratch up, no doubt. When it comes to the quick charge technology, if you have an Android or compatible device, great. If you have an iPhone, like I do, I suggest going to a different model. Save yourself some money. Get the one that doesn't feature the quick charge technology. I'm sure you're wondering, how well does it hold a charge? And it does a great job. I've left this thing charged fully for about a month, came back, still fully charged. I also like the mesh bag that's included. I'm going to use that for something else. Don't tell Anker, okay? Con, charging cable, extremely cheap. These are known to tear up very easily, very quickly. This is just an issue when it comes to Anker. Everybody knows that these are just okay. They will get the job done for a while, but if they tear up, don't be surprised, right? Additional con goes back again to this finish, to the plasticky here. It feels slightly cheap, but it does feel solid at the same time. I've definitely felt worse. But like I said before, this will scratch up very, very easily, very quickly. So folks, that is it. That is my review for the Anker PowerCore 10000 milliamps battery bank with the quick charge Qualcomm technology. All in all, it really is a great battery bank. Awesome for backpacking. You can throw this inside of your backpack. You're not going to notice that it's there. Also, it does a good job in cold temperatures. I've tested this down to 5 degrees Fahrenheit when I've been out backpacking and camping. And yeah, no issues. I noticed no drain from the cold. If you guys have any questions for me, you know what to do. Until next time, everybody, take care. Strength and honor. Be well.